Hey, hello everybody and welcome back to another Train Sim World 2 video. Today we're going to be doing a custom scenario on the Southeastern high speed. This one I managed to get off the Creators Club. This is a scenario called the Southeastern Pullman, which features a HSD and some other trains. I haven't really paid attention to that. This is a scenario, you know who it is. It was sent to me by Discord by BR Fan. I think I know who that is. I think that's, no, you know who you are. It's train. I think it's Train Spotting Modern Devon or something like that. But anyways, yeah, we're going to be sitting in our cab of a HST, driving from Gravesend to Faversham. Without further ado, we're not going to waste any time. Let's begin. So, let's get some. Well, let's unlock the doors first. Oh no, for that I forgot. I need the master key plus reverser. Forgot about that as well. Can we unlock doors? There we are. We can unlock some doors. Let's get that today. There we are. Train supply on. Train supply brightness bright. So I'm not overly sure why it's called Southeastern Pullman, but however, we're going to give it a try. I think it's like some sort of rail tour. What we're stopping at? We're stopping at Rochester and Gillingham, then Faversham. Okay, so it's a rail tour. So it's a Pullman rail tour. Unfortunately, the Class 43 is not available on the livery designer, so you can't make a Midland Pullman livery or a Blue Pullman livery on this thing. Does it fit? Hang on. Okay, the entire train fits the station. That's good to know. Let's get the brakes released and on our way to Rochester, which is in 7 miles. You know when the brakes are fully released when you see that brake cylinder reach 0. So there's no air in the brakes, and that means the train is good to go. Just going to put 5 because I don't want to, you know, this train is not good at accelerating, so putting notch 3 in, or notch 2 is not really going to help. Unless you care about smooth, comfortable rides, but it is just a custom scenario after all. So yeah, I'd also like to say I can't contain my excitement, but I have just been promoted on British Aces server. Thanks very much, Joe. So yeah, any new subscribers, welcome to the channel. So I mainly do Train Sim World 2, Train Spotting, sometimes Gran Turismo Sport, Gran Turismo 7, not Sport, I don't have that, Gran Turismo 7, and yeah, but obviously main focus is Train Sim World 2 and visiting stations in real life. So the speed limit is now 50 miles an hour, which is gradually going to increase. To 70 miles an hour, and I am not paying attention to where I'm going or what I'm doing. Right, I think now we can increase. Really nice. I like these Mark III coaches. There we are, 70 miles an hour, and we're just going to coast at that speed and until we reach well, Rochester. Well, until we reach Strood, I think, and then at Strood, the speed limit reduces to 15 miles per hour, 15 miles per hour. And then it goes back up again to like 20, 30, and then it sticks at 30, goes up to 50, then 60, then 80, and then it alternates between 75 and 80, and at one point to Faversham it will go up to 90, so we may reach 90 miles per hour, but if we don't, that is fine. So yeah, we're just taking our HST on a rail tour on the North Kent line, well, soon to be the Chatham Main Line, when we rejoin the Chatham Main Line at Rochester from Bromley South and London Victoria, I think. But at the moment, I believe, could be wrong, that this is the North Kent line from London Charing Cross and Dartford. This is Who Junction. It's just a siding. Yeah. Obviously, as this is a scenario, I think you'll receive the same amount of action points regardless of your stopping accuracy or your stopping time, or your lateness, in other words. So yeah, you could literally arrive at Rochester at any time and you'll still get something like 250 action points or so. Okay, that is a station in the distance. That is Higham. I'm not even sure. Is this a station only served by Thameslink trains? I don't even know if Southeastern stop at these stations anymore in real life. They could do, but they might not at the same time. So this is Strood Tunnel. I don't think that's its official name, but because it's so close to Strood, I call it Strood Tunnel. And yeah, as we're driving the Class 43, that's part of the Great Western Express, which you need in order to get this train. And Great Western Express had a massive update a week and a half ago or something. So that was pretty sick. I really liked it. And since then, like off channel, let's say, Great Western Express has been a common favourite. I've been playing services, this and there. Yeah, obviously you know my favourite route on Train Sim World is the LGV route, the French route. But you know, I do like the Great Western Express. I think it's a really good route. I like Southeastern, which is this one, London Commuter, Brighton Main Line. But Brighton Main Line, if it stops being a pain, of course, and what I mean by that is when it's, you know, when we've got the rush hour passengers, when the bugs stop, when the services stop crashing, my PS4. Well, I'm saying PS4 because, you know, it's understandable, because I'm on an 8th gen console instead of a 9th gen. So that might have a knock-on impact on the frame rate, on the quality of the London commuter route. Obviously, I would prefer to have no crashes on London commuter, but it's just the way it is, you know. It is just the way it is. It's brilliant if Dovetail are fixing it, by the way. It really is. Okay, so as I said, our speed limit has now reduced to 15, and this is Strood. Northern Kent. Is that? Sorry. Oh no, sorry. I thought I saw a contact shoe there. I seriously thought that was a contact shoe. Obviously I know class 43s are not electric, but no, it can't be a contact shoe. The third rail's on the wrong side. This is the third rail. Yeah, my bad. But yeah, if you are liking this video, do make sure to hit the thumbs up and press subscribe. It is much appreciated, and thank you very much if you already have done so. So yeah, some services, including sometimes some class 395s, actually go off here, and they go to this takes you to Maidstone, I think. It runs parallel to the Medway River, and obviously the Medway River takes you to Maidstone, I believe. So yeah, now we're going to join the Chatham Main Line just outside of Rochester. This is the Chatham Main Line from London Victoria and you know, other places like Bromley South, Denmark Hill-ish. And now we're going to cross the Medway River, running parallel. I believe this is the A2. I think that's the A2. I don't live in Kent, but I'm guessing it is. Rochester, for some reason, I believe has a historic town centre. Could be a historic market town. A bit like High Wycombe. So we're now 10 minutes into driving this service, and we have, well, we're within a few hundred yards of Rochester now. Going to arrive in at a good pace. Okay, we're not going to overshoot. You can open this, I believe, this coupler hatch, and the Buckeye. Yeah. I'll just pay attention to this though. Hang on. Yeah. It's pretty cool. Obviously it's used for coupling. Okie doke. I believe our stop marker is, hang on, the 10 to 12 stop marker. I think it's, yeah, because we're a 10 car train. Okay, full service. Right, let's get some doors unlocked. Let's step out of the train. Nice to see some people getting on our Southeastern Pullman service, rail tour. Okay, right, let's shut some doors, release brakes. Of course, you've got to admire the HST. And I'm not going to lie, in real life I have never seen a rail tour, never ever seen any steam train or any, well, I have seen a steam train, but I've never seen it on an actual rail tour on a main line. What else? Yeah, I've never seen like any class 47 rail tour or class, I don't know what kind of trains they use these days, 50 sometimes. I've seen obviously freight trains, but never a rail tour. Okay, next stop is Gillingham, so that means we are not stopping at Chatham. Chatham is obviously the headquarters of Dovetail Games UK. Well, I just added the UK because they could operate in other countries, who knows. They probably don't, but just in case. They may have rebranded, I think, elsewhere, but doubt it. Just sounding the horn. This is Chatham, which was what I was talking about. It's really nice. And then after Gillingham, I believe it's straight to Faversham. Obviously, this is a video, it's going to be set as a premiere, so if you have come in a bit late and you've missed a few things, you're always welcome to rewind and watch the bits you missed while you weren't here. There wasn't much, but you never know. So let's go to 50 miles per hour. I believe we're going to stop with a slow speed now, so no more silly 20 or 30 mile an hour speed limits, which are annoying. Our unit number today is 43086. I just managed to catch that in time before the blackout. Yeah. This train has really good brakes, really does. Oh, well, I'm not going to say really good, but I'm going to say decent. When I mean really good, you're thinking, I don't know, some really good brakes out there. 465 brakes are really good. 395 sometimes. Other trains as well. I think it's time to brake. Bakerloo line has some good brakes. They use the rheostatic mechanisms. Okay, I might be coming in a bit too quick. I might not though. I might be able to make it. Blimey, this is quite a loud train. Locomotive is pretty loud. Okay, let's get this train to a halt. There we are. That was alright. This is Gillingham. Nice to see some people getting on and off as well. Gillingham also receives a regular shuttle, well, I'm not going to say shuttle, regular service terminating here on platform 1 from London Victoria. Although they don't do it often anymore. So only once in a while. I think that probably could be due to the Thameslink trains or something. I'm not sure though. If you want to get to Gillingham, you can get there from many places. You can get there from Luton, London Charing Cross, London Victoria, London Blackfriars, London St Pancras International, of course. And obviously the other way, obviously from Margate, Ramsgate, Sittingbourne, Canterbury, yeah, Dover to some extent, because you can go up from Dover to Ramsgate. So Gillingham receives quite a fair few number of services, which is pretty good. Next station is in 15 miles to Faversham. That could take about 20 minutes, I think, with this train. Depends at the speed we're going at, but it could take something like 15-20 minutes. So yeah, this is the Southeastern Pullman. You're going to notice I'm going to talk less often now, because there isn't really much to say except sit back and take deep breaths and watch this very calming and relaxing cab ride, let's say, of a 43 to Faversham. Well, virtual cab ride actually. .80 miles per hour now. I think it sticks at 80 miles per hour for quite some time. Finally! That's the first AI service I've seen on this scenario. That's A395 working its way to St Pancras International from Ramsgate or Faversham, or even Margate. So we're about to pass Rainham, I believe. Yeah. There's a service over there. And I'm speeding, which is irresponsible of myself to be doing so. But brought the speed down. That is a 465. Yep. Rainham. There are actually two Rainham stations. There's obviously this one in Kent, and there's another one in Essex, in London. Well, it's in London, but it's in the county of Essex. It's next to HS1 and serves the C2C Class 357 services on the Tilbury Loop line, I think it's called. So yeah, it's not far from Grays, and you can get there from Fenchurch Street. So as you can see, the track doubles, so you have 4 tracks now. Obviously you've got fast services and you've got slow services stopping at Newington. Newington is just a short, like, deserted station served by Southeastern. And I forgot to say, at Rainham, Thameslink services from either Blackfriars or Luton terminate there, and they're usually 8-car. So it's obviously 8 cars are 700/0 and 12 cars are 700/1, multiple units. Right, I'm just going to keep it as close as possible to 80 miles per hour. I'll just coast. There we are, this is Newington. So now I think it's going to return to 2 tracks, yeah. Not good, I need to brake slowly. I think as soon as you reach a curve, like this is a curve, well, and another one here, the speed limit reduces, obviously, to prevent the increased risk of derailment. So yeah, I believe somewhere over here when the curve is done, we're going to see a speed limit increase. Oh yeah, as you can see, to 80 miles per hour. Sittingbourne isn't far. I think it's just down there now. Just keeping it at the maximum boundary, so the speed limit. There you go, this is Sittingbourne. And you can change here for services to Sheerness-on-Sea. And they go down here. It's about 10-15 minutes away. So yeah, literally you're very close to the coastline now. As I said, 10-15 minutes away to Sheerness-on-Sea. That's obviously a coastal town. You're not far from Whitstable, Birchington-on-Sea, Herne Bay. Obviously they're on the North Sea coastline as well. You could probably see Essex from there, possibly, if you have beady eyes. This is Sittingbourne. It's a very nice station. Obviously on Southeastern High Speed you see freight services terminating on the left. Once you finish those services they literally won't move. 6.7 miles to Faversham, so we're about halfway there. Another 7 or 8 minutes with our HS2. I'm going to call it a castle set. I'm going to call it a castle set because obviously GWR HSTs down in the southwest of England are called castle sets. They run within Cornwall, sometimes Wales, Devon, yeah, that area, Somerset. Obviously you won't see a HST in Paddington, that just won't exist. Unless there's like an exception. For some reason it looks like we're not going very fast. Dunno. I might be too used to 150, 160 miles per hour with the LGV. Up to 200, I believe. So now 5.1 miles away. We're coasting really well. We're doing a really good job. And now it's uphill. You've got loads of downhills and uphills in this Southeastern high-speed route, which is about a year and a half old, I believe. So, oh yeah, I forgot you got another abandoned, not abandoned, but it's just not busy, Southeastern station. This one's called Tenham. Not Tainham, I've heard people call it Tainham or something. It's not Tainham, it's Tenham. Correct pronunciation needed. .85 miles per hour. Let's see if we can take this Pullman, I'm going to say Pullman, HST, to 90 miles per hour. That'd be pretty good. Obviously legally, because we've got to reach the speed limit first. Don't think we will. We're being hit by a gradient. And we've got a speed limit straight away, 75 miles per hour. There we are. And then Faversham, which is just around the corner over here. So once we reach Faversham, we would have done half the entire route, I believe. Just over half the entire Southeastern high speed. Oh, double yellow. What does that mean? What's going on? Okay, I see. I thought that was some sort of train in the way. Oh, I see, and the speed limit further reduces to 15 miles per hour. I think that's because we're turning left here. If we went through these two middle platforms, I believe it would just stick at 60. There you go. That diagonal left line means we're turning left. That's where the points are going to take us at the junction. we are. Now going very slowly. That should be fine though. Almost there, people. Almost there. Imagine I passed that red signal. That won't be great, will it? Okay, there's our stop marker, 7 to 12. Just make sure it's perfect. Okay, that'll do. Right, anyone getting off? No, people getting on. I'm guessing this railtour Pullman HST is going to continue its way to Margate or Canterbury. This way's to Canterbury, this way's to Margate via all the stations, which I could name but I'm not going to because I can't be bothered. Let's say it's going to go all the way to Dover. Via Ramsgate. It's going to go to Dover via Ramsgate, yeah. So I think we'll shut the doors and that's that. There we are. 36 minutes, 26 miles. That's actually quite far. That's actually longer than the distance between London Victoria and Gatwick Airport, let's say. But nonetheless, Gravesend to Faversham, calling at Rochester and Gillingham. Some decent stopping accuracies. And obviously no gold medal because it's a scenario. So thanks very much, BR Fan, for that scenario which you sent me on Discord via Creators Club. You can find it by searching up Southeastern Pullman, and it'll be there. You'll need the 465 and Southeastern High Speed and Great Western Express, as well as Trainsinn World 2 itself. So thanks very much for watching, guys. If you did like it, press subscribe and hit the thumbs up. And yeah, I shall see you next time. So take care, guys, and bye bye.